Hello again. I saw this video. It was a TikTok on Twitter about some woman complaining about how she's 29, doesn't have a boyfriend. And the similarities to some of my videos that I've made in the past, and some of how I felt, were so shockingly similar. It was kind of like creepy. She was complaining about how she's done all this self improvement. She's made a great life for herself, but she just wants someone to share it with. You know, everyone in the comments was saying that, oh, she's being too picky. She doesn't, but she doesn't mention anything about what her standards are in a guy are. But like, she's complaining that all her friends have left her behind. She's got no, they've all got their boyfriends and their husbands and stuff. She's got no one. She feels lonely. And it's like a lot of the incels, a lot of my incel brothers were talking about this girl like she's some kind of like, oh, you get what you deserve, and yeah, you do. It's the world you created. Um, but it just goes to show, the loneliness plague that is settled upon society. If you ain't got someone, you're fucked. You're so fucked, dude. Things are so bad right now. It made me feel that way after I was on that Dualicious stuff for a bit. I did that Dualicious stream, and seeing the people on there and seeing how bad the situation is for guys like me. And I imagine some of these girls are essentially like turning themselves into such fucking pick me's for any male attention. And it's like, it's so impossible to get any like genuine connection with any person out there right now. Um, it's very, very difficult. Luckily, I was blessed to come up at a time on the internet where I can make some real friends. And I consider everyone who's watching this video, everyone in my chat, everyone in my comment section, I consider you real friends. All the users of TV Chan, I like know a lot of you guys like personally. And it's really cool getting to know and like be like real friends with some people, even just over the internet, but like having like a real connection with some of these people. And real life has become so socially isolated. I don't know if you've noticed this, but the real world is so you're so like you feel so alone in the real world. Like you got nothing going on. You work and then you come home and that's it. And there's no intimacy. There's no like. It's really hard to make friends, whereas friendships were very common in the workplace. And really easy to meet women back in the day. It was really easy because everyone was out and doing stuff. Everyone's so insular, and we get tied up in our own little world doing stuff on our computers at home. It's impossible to meet people. And I feel for this lady. She's stuck in a terrible position, and I don't pity her. Um I don't envy her. It's a terrible position to be in. I should know. I made many videos about it. I complained about it, about how terrible it was. And now the astronomically low odds of meeting someone you're compatible with are. They're very low. But one thing she said is like, "Oh, I'm doing all this stuff, so why haven't I found anyone yet? Like, I've got my job set out. I'm working out for myself. I'm healthy. My body, I'm in good shape. I take care of myself." And it's like, you know, you don't. This is why I fucking hate these, you know, you see a lot of these people trying to like reform incels with this. And you see, there's this one guy who's like this like weird guru, it's this weird bald guru dude, and he was like, yes, if you wish to attain women, maybe you should, try taking a shower or whatever. And it's like, first of all, one, there are plenty of women have sex with guys who don't have showers. Let's be real here. That doesn't. That's not what the difference is. The problem with incels, the problem why people become incels, why people become, I guess, what's now the modern femcel, like the 29-year-old uh husbandless woman, whatever she is. I think they said she was 29. Why people become that? It's not because they don't work on themselves. Like, you should take care of yourself because it's a good thing, and some people will reject you if you don't take care of yourself. That's obvious. You should, but you shouldn't be taking care of yourself and working out and showering so you can get laid. You should be doing because it's the right thing to do for yourself and for your own self improvement. And if you try and coach people to do these things with the hope that, well, if you do this, eventually you'll get a girlfriend, right? It'll come to you. It'll just happen, man. You know, these people do not have any. These people are probably naturally either charismatic or have naturally good looks, or have been put in positions where they are surrounded. Probably more actually than that. It's not even looks thing. It's because this woman was not an unattractive woman. She was a normal looking, pretty attractive woman. Not that I would. It's below my. Not for me though. I'm not into it. Sorry. Uh, go searching for someone else. But you can be attractive and still have this problem. It's nothing to do with your looks, or even frankly, it's not. It's more common for men. It happens way more with men, and men we used to suffer silently about it. But men in general used to suffer in silence. They just to sit the fuck down, shut up, suffer in silence. Don't complain. Don't say about anything wrong that's going on with your life. Even though you want your head to explode, even though everything seems to be crashing and going down, and the world seems to be falling down, fucking around you, and your entire fucking existence seems like a goddamn waste. And everything seems like a fucking every day is a new fucking nightmare. Every single fucking literal second of my life is a fucking new hell nightmare that I can't fucking get my way out of. I can't get out of it. I literally cannot dig my way out of this fucking nightmare that's I'm surrounding myself. Even though that happens to guys, we just have to shut up and take it. Because, you shut up and take it. Women are allowed to complain and express themselves about it, though. But this woman, she's talking about how, oh, I do all this, so why don't I have a guy yet? Why do I not have love? I've prayed and I'm trying to manifest it, and it's like, yeah, you should pray. Praying is good to talk to God, but you shouldn't pray for God to give you stuff. You pray to God to have a relationship with Him so that He can, you know, that's not how prayer works. You don't pray for stuff to happen. I don't. Maybe that's just for me. Maybe growing up, it's not what I ever thought prayer was about. Maybe it's my religious side, but I don't. God, you don't have a transactional relationship with God. Like He's like the creator. You should say, God, watch out and don't. You shouldn't ask for God to like cure cancer for people. You should ask, watch out and I wish them health and whatever you can do to help them, please do. But don't ask for like God, please get me a boyfriend. It's like no, that's not how it works. You should ask, first of all, that's selfish. You should never ask for selfish desires. You should try to be selfless in your prayers. Maybe that's just me. I just find it kind of weird personally, like asking God, please get me. Because even when I was desperate, I never prayed to God for a girlfriend. Like that's so weird. I just find that like off-putting. Like that's not what prayer is about to me. Maybe that's just me. It's time for introspection and like learning about yourself and like learning about your relationship with like how like God affects you. It's not. I don't know. It's not just for me, but the way she's talking, it's so much like an incel. It's literally like it is an incel rant what she's doing, and what I don't fucking get is okay. The thing is, it's this fucking mentality that we put in. It's what all the it's what it's this is something that women say, but also guys will. I think it's a genuinely schizophrenic rant time. I think guys tell this to other guys so they stay out of the dating pool so they have better chances with women. I think it's a lot of guys will tell other like low status guys, hey, just go and work on yourself a bit, man. Go work out and you know, uh, take care of yourself and brush your teeth. And obviously, you should brush your teeth. It's gross if you don't. And same thing with taking showers and stuff. But you should clean your room. You should get a job, and you should do this, and you should you should get a house, be financially independent, have a pet. Well, having a pet's actually good for meeting girls. That's actually good advice. You will meet girls if you have a dog or a cat. Um, that's good advice actually. But all the other stuff, it's just like, no, this is fucking stupid. What are you talking about? Like that's not going to help you get girls. Like that will make you feel better about yourself and make your life better, and you'll live a happier, healthier life. But that has nothing to do with meeting and courting girls. And not only that, girls don't mind if you're a little schlubby, at least from what I can tell. Like girls kind of expect guys to be a little bit dirty and then they clean them up. If a guy's perfectly clean, there's less for them to work on. So that's a bad idea. Like you should be willing to, I don't know, maybe that's just my thought, but like girls like to clean their guys up. It's just my experience that most women seem to enjoy that. Don't be too fall off the deep end. But the thing is that the people will say all these things like, "Oh, why don't you do this? And why don't you do this?" When that's nothing to do with meeting girls or meeting guys. In this case, this girl, she's been conditioned. Well, if I have to go to the gym before I can if I want to meet a guy, I have to work out, and I have to have a great job, and I have to exercise, and I have to have a car, and I have to have a dog, and I have to do all these things, and maybe then eventually a guy will just manifest, and I'll just be dating someone and be in love. No, That's not how life fucking works. You want to do this, there's steps you have to take to get it done. You have to put yourself out there in real ways. It's got nothing to do, and don't go out, don't fucking use dating apps. Dating apps are a fucking waste. Even Duolicious with all your fem cells, I total waste. Um, Waste of your fucking time. But for real, uh, with this girl hasn't realized she got the bullet of bad advice, and I genuinely think for the guy, I'm sure the girls. I don't think the girls are just women just don't understand how dating works. I think them being in charge of the dating pool has been fucking stupid. But most women just don't get it. They don't fucking get shit, right? Like their advice on what guys should do to date with other women is it's so wrong. It's like what they think sounds good in their head, but it's not what they want at all. It's like there's like two opposite things. So women's their brain just doesn't work properly with it. So she got this advice, and when guys get this advice, it's like almost like a sabotage thing where it's like, oh, I have to go to the gym. There's all these gym cells. These like really buff, in shape dudes who work really hard in the gym and are really dedicated, but they don't get any bitches because all they do is go to the gym. And then it's like, well, if I keep going to the gym, maybe a girl I'll get laid. It's like no, you get laid because you court and try and go out and flirt with girls. That's how you do it. And being in good shape helps you with that. It assists you, but you should be doing it at all stages. You should be doing it while you're getting your life better. If you're getting rejected by girls because you're not in good enough shape, one, maybe it's not the right girl for you at the time. Maybe that's her standards, and maybe that's not something you want to get involved with anyways. But two, well, at some point you're gonna cross that line, but you won't know when you cross that line unless you keep trying up until that. So like, I don't know, man. Just people be weird, and I'm sick of the. There's this one guy, I forget his name, but he was like this like guy. He tried to like reform incels, and he's like, oh, I can never do it. I can never reform these incels. I would tell them all this advice, and they wouldn't do it. They'd just be like, they would just get mad at me. It's like, well, no, because the advice you're giving them is dog shit. People give dog shit advice about how to meet people because they don't fucking understand and they don't know themselves. They have genuinely gotten very lucky with their lives. They understand that sometimes it takes a lot of work to meet people. You have to go out, you have to develop interests, you have to like expand and like go. If you have hobbies, you have to go into the social aspect of your hobbies and try and meet people through that. You have to. Um, if you're if you're online a lot, you have to like buckle down and like turn your online relationships into somewhat real relationships, both in terms of friendships and if you're interacting with like girls online, it's more so. This is more important if you want to make friends, but like you should like try and convert like your passive online relationships into like actual friendships because it will be much more rewarding for you in the long run. At least what I think. People are stupid. Um, I'm stupid. I'm a fucking idiot, and I fucking hate myself. Wow, I was fucking out of nowhere. Ugh. I've got my Hawaiian shirt on today, bros. I'm very fat. I'm not feeling very well because I'm super overweight and obese, and I look like shit. Um, my hair looks okay. I think the shaved head was actually a good choice. I think it ended up looking pretty decent. It's not bad. Um, but I'm extremely overweight and it's really bad. And I've been exercising and I've been dieting a lot, and I have cut down my calorie intake by a lot, and it's not helping. And I exercise. I do a lot. I have to go on 2 long walks a day with my dog. I do 5,000 steps a day. I'm trying to get my steps up, and you know, I try to go to the gym, and I try to keep myself down below 2,000 calories a day. I eat like a very light breakfast, a decent sized lunch, and a small dinner. I'm trying, and it's not working. Like I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but I just keep getting fatter and fatter, and I don't know what to do. And I keep trying, but nothing works. I'm really concerned about my health because I don't know what the fuck to do. Because I'm trying and I'm counting my calories and I'm eating healthy. I'm eating nutritious food. I'm eating fruits and vegetables, and I'm eating more balanced meals, and I'm eating stuff that isn't like super high and fatty constant, and I'm not eating out at all, basically at all. I don't eat out. I don't go to fucking fast food anymore. Um, I basically stopped that completely, and I don't drink. So I don't. I mean, I drink like milk and juice, I guess. Um, I sometimes I'll drink a soda, but not like not like even like daily, like once or twice a week I'll drink a soda. which I don't. Maybe that's why I have to cut that out. So I'll try cutting that out. Maybe that'll help. But I'm doing my best, man. And it's not. I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know what to do. 'Cause I look like shit, and I'm super overweight now, and I'm trying. I'm really trying, and I don't know what to do. So doing all the things you should be doing to lose weight. I'm exercising. I don't sit all day. I try to stand half the day when I'm working. Um, I, I try to eat healthy. I'm trying to eat a balanced meals with lots of nutrition. I don't eat like shitty white bread. I eat like whole grain bread with lots of stuff like that. And I try to drink real juice, not a lot of sugars. And no matter what I do, I just gain more weight. I tell you, like I'm like plateauing. Like I'm gaining weight, and I don't know what the fuck to do. And I'm trying, and it's not working. I don't know what the fuck to do. I just I don't know. One thing, I was making like slow progress, and was like, well, I'm not doing a ton, but at least there's some progress. But I'm doing all this, and there's nothing. I'm getting worse. I'm doing all this, and I'm getting worse. And it's like, well, what the fuck am I doing? I'm not doing well, but I don't have this. I can't express myself in the ways I want to anymore. I would just fire up a fucking stream, but I know that's really shitty of me to like have a mental breakdown stream. You know, I shouldn't even be making this video. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna upload this. I probably shouldn't. I'll sleep on it and see if I want to release it. It was a rocket launch today, and there was after this, it was really humid out. So after the rocket launched, you could see in the sky, you could see like the atmosphere burn up around like the fuselage coming back down to Earth as it was like burning up into nothing. And just like this, he's like big, like this big. It looked like a big like sperm in the sky. It was like the atmosphere bending around it. It was kind of amazing. It was incredible to see. And it just kind of put me like, it just amazed me like how beautiful things can be. But just a lot of stress in my body. Maybe that's why I'm gaining so much weight because I'm too stressed. It's probably making me that can make your body go fucking act up weird. I don't know how to de-stress myself. I don't know how to reduce my stress. I feel like whatever I do, it's just not working. It's a nightmare. What can you do? Well, that's it from Gahul on this lovely day. Uh, I guess my point with this video is that women are going through the same. A lot of women are going through the same things you're going through, and it's okay to make fun of them because it's funny because they're like also because they make fun of me too. It's fine. I get it. It's funny to make fun of people when they're down, but like I get it. I really like understood what she was going through because I went through it, and it's like that's how I feel, and I just feel like it's a result of we live in a really terrible world for a lot of things, and like the people are starting to break down, and it's like something that was once like a crazy incel rant like 5 years ago. It's now a pretty common woman TikTok moment, and it's like, well, or things are escalating quite fast, and I feel really bad for everyone because I know how I felt back then. I was really upset. It was way. I mean, I'm not feeling great today, but I mean, most of the time I'm not that bad, and how I felt back then was really really dark and really awful, and I can't. That's how she's been feeling. It's like, oh, I do all this, but nothing happens. It's like it's frustrating. It's just I just fucking hate scumbags who are like, oh, you just work on yourself. I fucking hate people like that. They're such pieces of shit. They just lead people astray and they give such I hate these fucking shitty advice givers. It pisses me off. I guess I'm just really upset. And I feel bad for her and I wish her the best of luck. But she probably doesn't deserve it because she's probably just an annoying piece of shit. But like, I just, I don't know. I just feel bad. I don't feel good about myself. I'm not happy. Um, I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fart. A really tiny one. You couldn't even hear that, I bet. I can't even look at myself. I just wish there was something to do. I'm fucking bored. Write me a comment below if you're also bored like I am. Bye.